Okay, I'm going to try to do some of this, today's little fishing safari on the old iPhone 6 Plus, 6S Plus. I'm out on Collin River. The Biolab, whatever thing is there. Spring Island, Kalawasi Bridge is way back in the distance. Sawmill Creek is way up in there. I don't know, it's a nice day. It's 55 degrees, rising tide. Wind's blowing about 7 miles an hour straight down the river towards me. And I don't know what got into me. I just tossed this little dark speckled plastic. Tossed it right over the top of these shells, and I haven't seen anything. I haven't seen any bait. I haven't seen birds diving on anything. I've seen a dolphin way up earlier, and lo and behold, I caught myself a little trout. And obviously let him go. He fought like hell. He little fighter. So nice little speckled trout. I think he's about 13, 14 inches. He's fully revived. And fully gone. So that was pretty cool. Right over there somebody's doing some construction work with the excavator. But I thought that was rather bizarre. Good little fighter. Good job. Okay, so here's the situation. I brought my iPhone 6S out and was gonna videotape off it. Yeah. And something's wrong with that piece of crap. And it is, draining itself flat in like minutes. Doesn't make any damn sense. So I caught a little trout earlier, and it was videotaped on that. And this tide and current is doing the damnedest thing. I should be getting pulled this way out of this inlet because the tide is going down, and the tide should be dragging me down, but I'm getting blown or almost pulled up this little estuary. And I gotta tell you, let's see if I can flip this around. Tell you how to flip the damn thing around. Okay, well, anyways, so I'm gonna probably cut this little snippet off right here and flip the thing around facing me. So here it comes. Okay, so here I am, all bundled up. It was like 40 degrees and windy on the Collin River this morning when I put in. Today's the first day of the change, spring forward, whatever. And I gotta tell you, I just almost chucked every one of my fishing rods that I had with me into the river. I was considering strapping my kayak to the trailer. Well, at least it's an armrest. Strapping the kayak to the trailer and pushing that son of a bitch right in the river and telling everyone in the world the big FU. So, obviously, I'm having issues today. Yeah, that. Number one, like I was saying, I'm expecting to get pushed that way out of this draining little estuary into the bigger estuary out into the Calhoun River because it's low tide. Check the watch. In 41 minutes it should be dead low tide. So for whatever reason, I'm getting blown everywhere but the direction that I'm expecting. I brought my other iPhone with me and was going to videotape off it because I just had this premonition I was going to drop this son of a bitch in the water and kill it. And that's like a $1,200 iPhone that I really don't want to have to replace. So, when not just broke off, hung up in oyster beds on the bottom, broken off here, broken off there, constantly just a madman pace of paddling. And, you know, at the risk of sounding like a whiner, it just seems like I'm destined to have not years of experience. It feels more like I've got 1 month of experience like 700 times. It's not like I'm stacking knowledge on top of knowledge and experience on top of experience and becoming a better fisherman or angler. It's like I'm destined to be in a Groundhog Day loop of the same stupid wind knots, getting that lure wrapped around that fishing pole, and then get them both caught on the fly rods behind me. Yeah, just stupidness. And I gotta tell you, I'm not having a stellar good time. And you would think that I'd be getting better, and I'm not. So, all that being said, like I said in the beginning, and just, Whaaa. Suck it up. Just a little frustrated and venting my spleen here. And I've sat here so long, I think the nose of my kayak is stuck in the mud there, so that ought to be a 3-ring circus getting that bastard out of the mud. So, anyways, the upshot of it is, in addition to being, wearing this thing like some kind of weirdo, it does keep my ears warm though. I am sitting in probably some of the most beautiful areas I've ever seen. So there's that. So I'm grateful for that. I would just like to feel like I'm learning something instead of just destined to repeat the same stupidity over and over and over and over. So, I guess practice does make perfect. I'm not quitting by any stretch of the imagination. But the fantasy of snapping these rods over my knee, that warmed the dark corners of my little heart. And throwing them violently against the mud bank here, spitting on them, maybe urinating on them, like a dog. And then I realized that, that's not how I behave, and That's probably littering, and my luck, there's probably a DNR officer around the corner over here waiting to give me a ticket for littering. So, anyhow, that's the dealio. And today is the day of spring forward. And it's weird because it feels like my body is on this time. When it's on daylight saving time, it always feels like it's 1 hour early. So anyways, I don't know how the math on all that works out or whatever, early, late, whatever. The other thing I wanted to show you, I'm gonna stop this video and link it into another one. So hold on a second. Magic of science and technology. If you look down there, look at those dang piles of oysters there and there. It's just right out here in the middle of the, just back marsh. Kind of crazy. I was not expecting to see that. And if anybody knows how those get piled up there, is there like one of them makes a home there and then its little buddy or girlfriend or whatever they are, I don't know if they have mates or how they do that reproductive thing, but do they just like cling on to each other, find one and cling on to it and the next one clings on and then just on and on and over the years and years and years? Or is this they're pushed there by the current? It's just really weird that they would be there in that big old pile there and over there. And that right there is the entrance to the estuary, the bigger estuary, and it's marked off in the center by the buoys and everything. And I've got to go in this video here, as I'm looking at it, I've got to come out of the one I'm in, take a left, go up about 100 yards, take a right, go down that about 200 yards, take a left for about, 400 yards, and then I take a hard right and follow the river back down to the boat ramp. And I don't know if that makes any freaking sense, but it is what it is. And then back over in there, that area right over there would be Victoria Bluff, right over there. And that way would be Sawmill Creek. I'm just in an estuary just before Sawmill Creek. And if you keep going further that way, as the crow flies, you'll wind up in Moss Creek, Rose Hills, blah, 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 blah. So that's where I'm at. And I think I'm gonna pack it in. And maybe I'll add to this as I'm packing up or whatever.